A heavy club with a slow swing speed and large knockback potential. Home run, heavy attack focused on impact, and a knockback that will send enemies flying. What's up everybody, it's I, Keflexx, and welcome to another Fortnite video. Today we're going to be looking at Sir Hootie. This is it's good. It's a club. I have not seen many people make videos about or evolving or anything that has to do with Sir Hootie or even clubs on YouTube. Maybe just some channels that mentioned it or only talked about it for a few seconds. So I just wanted to be a little bit in depth to show you, first of all, why clubs are not good in Fortnite Save the World, and what's so special about Sir Hootie, because the event is coming to an end and I want to have a little bit of closure. I did not really reperk mine. The only thing I did was change the second perk. I used to have damage on it, but I changed it to impact. First perk, life leech. SlyGumbi made an amazing video about life leech. I'll make sure to put him in the description, that exact video as well. He is mainly a Twitch streamer. Definitely check him out. He is amazing. You can run life leech, damage, maybe attack speed on it. Second perk, I used to have damage, but I switched back to impact because I currently have an impact of 4.3k, which is pretty damn high, especially when you use your heavy attack. My third perk I did not touch. It was physical and I kept it physical. Fourth perk, you can run damage again and attack speed, or what I want to do in the future is go to heavy attack energy efficiency, as that allows me to use my home run heavy attack a lot more often, which is the main gimmick of my playstyle and this weapon. Last perk, I got snaring, and I want to put snaring on it, but again, I do not have a lot of reperk, so I need to farm some missions. Overall, the stats of this weapon, with a base damage of almost 20,000 in my current loadout, it's underwhelming. You really think for being a sunbeam level 50 weapon, you'd assume it's a lot stronger, but no, it's really underwhelming. The only positive thing it has is its immense, and I do mean immense, impact. However, you have the home run ability or heavy attack, which allows you to massively buff that impact and damage, so you can do like a quick burst of pretty good damage and especially control on things like smashers. If they are being completely annoying, you can just use your home run and they're flat on their asses. And that's the main thing what I like about this weapon. It's not a good weapon, it's an awful weapon, but it has high impact. As a setup, I am running any hero. There is no hero in the game, to my knowledge, that has bonuses to blunt melee weapon damage or clubs. So I just run my favorite hero for the moment, Wild Fragment Deadeye. In addition, Punchy. Punchy is the only support that focuses on blunt weapon damage. There's nothing that focuses just purely on clubs. The increased damage and impact allows me to make the jump from around 17,000 and 4,000 to the respective numbers. Last support, I run Cobalt Commando Carbide for additional 5 seconds on my Teddy. The reason why I run Cobalt Commando instead of regular Commando, look at my health and shield. If I switch to regular Commando, it goes down by a little bit. Min-maxing, everyone. The only other hero that also has Punchy is this guy. Oh, wrong guy. I completely lost track of him, but it's also another AC. Striker AC, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here we go, Striker AC. Striker AC also has the Punchy support bonus. And if you're a farmer, you probably have Striker AC at a high level, but as you can see, I don't really care that much about farming. This is my current loadout that I ran in the gameplay as well as in any tests. Let's do some comparisons. So, flintlock weapons, Sir Hootie. I do not have mine in the collection book yet, because I am so retarded that I recycled all of mine. Its base stats, 6.4, is not actually that bad, but because I went sunbeam on it, its attack speed got got, you know, delayed. It's a lot slower now. Take a look at that impact and damage, okay? So 2.1 damage and 4.6, or you know, say 46 impact. If we move over to its competitor, the Forceful Slugger, we see 2.4 damage, so that's around 300 more base damage, about a 0.06 faster attack speed. However, its impact is 140 lower, meaning that the impact is almost 50% higher than the Forceful Slugger's impact. Knowing that, the Sir Hootie is a lot more focused on, you know, dealing the impact instead of just dealing higher DPS. As you can see, base DPS of 4.1. Well, if I take a look at Sir Hootie, only has a DPS of 3.3. That's a pretty big difference for being stats, base stats. I'm also gonna take a look at the Golf Club, just for comparison's sake. Golf Club has more impact than the Forceful Slugger, has a little bit of a slower attack speed, and also a little bit less damage, so a little bit less DPS. It's a little bit more of a middle ground. However, its heavy attack golf swing is a little bit more difficult to use, in my opinion, than the home run heavy attack. So in the end, what do I have to say about this weapon? Well, it tries to be a good concept, being a high impact club, because that's the main idea of a club. You know, when you're using a baseball bat, you expect to beat the living crap out of husks and just feel the power on each swing. You want to hear the metal cling, you want to hear the blunt sounds. You want to have a meaty effect, and the Sir Hootie really does that. The sound effect you have with each swing, in addition to like the swing speed and the impact and the, you know, the home run heavy attack and everything, makes it feel very satisfying to use. However, though, its stats are not good enough. It's not that its base stats are actually bad in comparison to like a scythe or a sword or anything, but it's just there are so many ninjas that have assassination or other perks for swords. There are spears, there are, you know, axes. And first think about 5 Winds Cut. 5 Winds Cut is a perk that buffs sword damage, scythe damage, spear damage I think as well, but definitely also axe damage. So why not put clubs? Yeah, because clubs do not belong to a ninja, okay? Maybe clubs for an outlander. No, outlanders are more focused on pistols. Then where should we put clubs? Because constructors are for hardware weapons. It's understandable that the clubs have not gotten as much support, as they're more of a fun gimmick. It's a shame though. I really hope that in future updates they will release a new hero that focuses on support for clubs. If they would do that, that would make me super happy. Then I would definitely revisit this Forceful Slugger and Golf Club and Sir Hootie. Maybe make like a special loadout, one water weapon, one nature weapon, one fire weapon. We'll see what we can do. But I mean, if you have time to kill, if you have a schematic EXP, go ahead and level up Sir Hootie and have some fun. But if you really want to, you know, want a good weapon, do not even think about leveling it up, and don't even think about leveling any club up. They are in their current state underpowered, which is quite a shame, but oh well. That's all I have to say for today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. See you all later. Rockefeller, clothes are stagnant.
on a sunny side.